Oh, there we go. Hopefully everyone can hear me. We are now doing the VR. Oh. Notifications and shit. Oh. Okay. For what track? I don't know what we're gonna do. Let's go to Fuji. Play it at sunrise. We'll go in this car. Yeah, and there we go. Just making sure everything's good. Oh my god, I get it. Got noted. I don't even know what PlayStation's fucking notifying me about. But it's whatever. I don't care. So we're here at Fuji International Speedway. We're gonna do some VR races and maybe some VR time trials. So far, a really good start. Whew. This is like one of my favorite things to do in this game is just VR race. It's super fun. I'm only gonna do like 2 or 3 tracks probably and then end it there. I have a Red Bull Max Verstappen livery on this, for anyone who's wondering. And I also do have a all black Mercedes F1 livery for what Mercedes is using for the race this weekend. Which honestly, in my opinion, is one of the best looking liveries I've seen for Mercedes over the last few years. Even though the livery really hasn't changed that much, in my opinion, to me it just felt different seeing it in all black. Like I think for me, my favorite livery for Mercedes other than that was their 150th anniversary with the combination of like white, silver, and black. That one was one of my favorite liveries for Mercedes, and we go wide. Son of a bitch. Maybe not the safest re-entry, but it's alright. We'll live. Oh shit. I don't know if I didn't know if they'll capture all of this or not. I've never done streaming with VR gameplay on PlayStation, so I don't know how it was really gonna work. So hopefully you guys can see all of this and I don't have to just delete the video because it's not there. But yeah, there you go. There's Fuji. And we are using a Toyota kind of stupid. I should be using Honda, the Honda one, because Honda engine with the Red Bull livery, but it's whatever. For the next one, livery, so not livery editor. What the fuck am I doing? There we go. No. If the thing cuts out every once in a while, my apologies. My VR headset is dying slowly, but hopefully it recovers. So yeah, I'm gonna use that. Sorry if I'm a bit sniffly, it only just started a few minutes ago. Also, I have a feeling that the freaking Super Formula cars in this game look like are pretty much just the Formula 2 cars. Like, that better not just be me. Sorry for cutting out there. I was just Sorry for cutting out there. I was just recentering my screen. So I think where we're gonna go next is, I think we'll go to, I want to do one of these tracks. You know, let's do this one. We'll do the 10 mile or 10 meters, 10,000 meter one. And we'll do this at dawn. I like the look of doing races at dawn. And let's do this in the Super Formula again. I think we'll do we'll do 4 races. One of them will be in my OFR car that I kind of drove for a bit, and then I got removed because I couldn't make the races because I couldn't connect. I couldn't get off the line for some reason, so yeah, I just couldn't get off the line, so I got removed for that. But I'm not too angry about it anymore. Like, I understand why that the team boss did it, but like, I'm still wearing the racing suit. I wish they had an online mode for the VR portion of this game. Like, you could race against other racers, but in VR. That'd be really, really cool. Uh-oh. Sorry if it cuts out. Like I said earlier, it's slowly dying. But it's still going. I managed to fix it after a year of it just like not working. It was like something happened in the cords, and then I had to like redo the connection, or I just had to have it bent a certain way, and then it just works perfectly fine. So I just took some really strong tape and taped them together. Not the best line going into this area, which honestly I really like. Some of the tracks that are in this game I really wish was on the Formula 1 calendar, or I don't even know if some of them are in real life. Like, there's one course from Italy that I really like, and I really wish it was on the F1 calendar. Just because of, like, I want to see how the F1 cars would handle that course. We'll do that one next, probably. either in an F1 car or my Porsche. And if you're watching this right now, check out tomorrow on YouTube for OFR, or Online Formula Racing, as they are going to be streaming on YouTube and Twitch. First YouTube for Division 1, and then on Twitch for Division 2 for the final races of the season before we transition to, I think, F1 2020. Sadly, I don't think I'll be able to take part in it because I do not have the game. So I might be doing some more GT Sports stuff concerning OFR, possibly, so that'll be nice. Get some redemption after what happened this season. I really like the way that some of the stuff reflects off the car in this game with this livery. Yeah, and as you probably heard in the last video I made, I'm in Division 2, so I'll probably be streaming this from my point of view, but it'll be like for footage purposes. So like if I'm streaming a league race, it's for footage, and like possibly like if I have to report something, which I usually don't, because I don't really hold on to that kind of grudges that much, or like, sure, initially I get mad, but it's like after a while it's like whatever, I don't care anymore. I don't want to ruin somebody's race if they had a really good race minus that one incident. I don't want to ruin somebody's race because of that, so it's just like, I don't want to put somebody in a bad mood and possibly get in an argument with someone, so really it's for footage and just for fun purposes, and just to show my audience what I can do on the track. Sorry if this is very disorienting. I'm looking in the mirrors and shoulder checking like I'm actually driving an actual fucking car. I don't drive yet, so hopefully in the future I can start driving. It would be very nice to do that, so. Just doing a nice turn. And there we go. And that is the Saint Croix. Saint Croix, as I think it's called. I don't know the official name, so sorry, I was just recentering again. When it cuts out, sometimes it's because I'm recentering my vision, so then it doesn't look awkward. And so, yeah. Right now I'm just looking, yeah, so this one here, I don't really know if it's an actual circuit or not. In the comments, please correct me if it is an actual circuit or not. We'll do this one twice, once in my Porsche, and then the other one in a F1 car, like the actual F1 car, because I really want this to be a Formula 1 track. It just feels like a good F1 track, in all honesty. It just seems like a good F1 track, and one that I would love to have on the calendar. Now, I haven't driven this in a while, so yeah, you might see a bit of drifting today. I don't even know what setup I have on this fucking car. I don't know, I'll probably just do a lap on this and then swap to the F1 car, because I'm probably not going to finish a full fucking lap in this. Because of like how fucking slippery the car feels. The car feels really fucking slippery. And I can't fucking turn for shit in it. Yeah, I'm only gonna do a lap of this course in a fucking Porsche. And there's a lap. But now to the action that I really like the most. Is an F1 car. And the shit I want to see on an actual F1 circuit. Or an F1 calendar. Excuse me, sir. You are not allowed to fucking pass me. Wait, watch this, everybody. Boom. DRS. Let's do a redo on that one. That was really bad. Excuse me. You are not allowed to pass me. Okay, so yeah, this is one corner that, this is like the spot that really really makes me want to see this as an F1 track. Just that right there with that really, really tight turn, kind of. And just with the elevation and all that stuff. I don't know if this is a real life F1 or a real life track. If it is, Formula One, please go there. Because this is an awesome circuit. And if this is not a real life circuit, then somebody better get on it. I don't care if it's a different name or not. Just give me this track, please. I need it. I crave it. DRS. Good entrance. DRS is wide open. Brake at about 70 meters. Could brake a little later. Pretty much just doing a little wave right there. Ooh, a clean race bonus. Didn't think it was clean, but hey, we'll take it. Alright, so we're gonna just exit quickly, and then let's go to, VR Drive. What track should we do? Let's do the Kyoto driving one. I haven't done this one in an F1 car. I've done it all in in a Super Formula car. So I haven't done it in an actual F1 car. This circuit's really nice. Just I don't remember which ones are real circuits, but if all the circuits in this game, or all the tracks in this game, are real, then there are a few ones that I want to see as F1 tracks, but yeah, it's whatever. I really want. I think they've been to Fuji. If they ever go back to Fuji, I really want to see F1 go back to Fuji. I know Suzuka is like the staple of Japan for F1, but it's like Fuji, to me, feels very nice for an F1 track. You are not allowed to pass me. Gotta carry that good speed out of the corners. I don't know why, but I feel like I'm a little bit better at this kind of racing than actual F1, actual F1 games. For some reason, I just feel better. Sure, it's maybe because I'm racing against a really easy AI and you can't change the fucking difficulty for him, which is stupid. Hey, Sony, if you bring back this mode, please make it so then you could do more laps and raise the difficulty on the AI, and maybe add more AI, please. So then you get a more authentic experience than just 1v1ing a really fucking easy AI. And maybe add an online mode. Just look at games like VR Chat and Pavlov. You can play fucking VR online with those. Sure, it's not much, but actually Pavlov is pretty much just CSGO and fucking VR. Which also, hey, you should add that to the fucking PlayStation VR experience. You should add that game. I'd pay a lot of money for it. If anyone's heard of Pavlov, the reason why I really want it is because you can get pretty much... you could play also pretty much VR Call of Duty Zombies on it, but I think that's only a custom thing, so it's not an actual game mode. But if I ever get it on PC, I will, or I get an Oculus Quest, I'm downloading that kind of stuff immediately. Because that stuff sounds awesome. And if there's like an F1 VR experience like thing that has more AI drivers, I think there is, I just don't know, I haven't paid that much attention. If there is more of that stuff, I would get that as well. And just play the ever-living crap out of it. And honestly, I see major game franchises eventually going to VR. Like, eventually I could possibly see Call of Duty doing that, as long as they just don't fuck the entire... As long as it's not too ambitious and they pretty much just shatter the entire fucking hardware. Alright, so I've done 4, but you know what? You guys deserve another race or 2. You guys deserve another 2 races, probably. I know which ones I want to do. So, don't be surprised. It's Le Mans. I'm going to play at noon because I like it at noon. And we'll go in an F1 car, why not? Now, I'm either hit or miss on this one going in like the first lap. The first lap's always hit or miss for me. Other than that, the rest of the race for me is usually spot on. So it's either going to go one of 2 ways for me. So yeah, it's going to go 1 or 2 ways for me. So hey, I didn't go off the course. And now, because I can, and I want to, DRS. Shit. Okay, wait, let me do that one more time. 3, 2, 1, boom. I always like looking back and just seeing how the fucking DRS works. To me, it's always cool, and I never really get to see it when playing F1 because I'm always just focused on making sure I don't get hit by another car. But it's always just so cool to look back and see it open with your own eyes and not having to use an extra camera view to look back at it. So it's kind of nice. So yeah, you could say this is pretty much the same thing as the last video that I made, or the last video. So, yeah. But, to me, it's a bit different because we are in virtual reality and we have full 360-degree movement, pretty much. So, yeah, this is like one of my more exciting things to do when playing. Oh, shit. You are not allowed to pass there, man. You ain't allowed to pass. I don't care what you, Nico Rosberg, or Valtteri Bottas says, you're not allowed to fucking pass me. I don't care what James says. I don't care what Bono says. I don't care what anybody says. You ain't passing me. Did I say Lewis as well? I don't know if I said Lewis. If not, I don't care what Lewis says. I'm not letting you pass. Or maybe you are, Lewis. I don't know. You have the. We both have the number 44 on our car, so. This is a course that I also want to see F1 go to. Even if the race is kind of just not that many laps, it's just like, dude, having an F1 race at Le Mans would be awesome. And not the circuit that they went to back in the old days, but like this one. I would love to go here instead of like Paul Ricard. Mainly because I just think there would be a lot more interest in the French Grand Prix than going to Paul Ricard. Sorry to anybody who lives in that area and likes the French Grand Prix. I just personally think that Le Mans would be a way better track, especially the Circuit de la Sarthe. If I said that right. If I butchered that by accident, I don't mean to. I don't speak French. And I can never say names correctly at times, so my apologies to anyone who can pronounce the name correctly. I apologize to anyone who gets a little bit offended by that, but like I said, I'm not the best at speaking French or just at least knowing what the hell I'm saying. This just looks so fucking cool. Yeah, I didn't mess up that corner for once. Yeah, like almost every time I race on this track, I always mess up that first corner, or that corner right there, not the first corner. Well, actually, I do mess up the first corner quite a bit, so. The S's I'm not too bad at. Oh shit, there we go. Good exit, somewhat. And there we go. We win Le Mans, or Le Mans. I never can pronounce shit right, so I'm sorry for anyone who knows how to pronounce everything in different languages right. I'm extremely sorry. So after that, let's go. Alright, so for the final one, might as well do the Nordschleife, not the full Nürburgring 24-hour. We'll just do Nordschleife. Sorry for anyone who really likes the full Nordich or the full 24-hour track. I just personally prefer just doing the Nordschleife because it's shorter. I would do the Nürburgring GP, but that one's way too short for me. Well, for the theme that we're going with, it's way too short. Also, sorry if it cuts out again. I press the home button to recenter, so my audio kind of just takes priority for a bit and becomes a little bit loud in my ears, so it's weird, I will admit. So yeah, let's just race. Let's do good. Okay, we're gonna restart for the AI. You will not pass me no more. Actually, you probably will, considering I'm not the best at this track, but I'm at least decent. Yeah, as you can see, I'm not a Nürburgring or Nordschleife Nürburgring specialist. I am not at all somewhat of a person you should trust for a track guide or anything on any of these things, on any of these courses for VR. So don't take my advice for some of these. Just do what works best for you. Kind of wish there was more to do in VR. That'd be very fun. Eventually, for a game like GTA, for anyone who likes that, I think with VR tech, eventually, like, Rockstar could possibly incorporate that into a type of way you could play the game. Which would be very fun to do. Driving, sure, it'd be a bit difficult but you could do that possibly on a controller. Like, you could have two different methods of playing. Or like, you could have a few different ways of driving in that game. Oh, son of a bitch, you fucking passed me. Like, they could use the PlayStation Move controllers. Or like those controllers with like the ball on it. They could use that for something like holding your gun. Now for the longest straight of the track, aka the massive DRS zone if this was an F1 track. That pretty much breaks the game almost. Well, there goes my massive gap that I had. Well, there we go. Got some decent gameplay footage. Hope you all enjoyed that, and hopefully you guys tune in tomorrow to OFR Division 1 and 2 for Formula 1. And I hope you all have a good night. Peace out.